Hello, I'm Karen from Group 2, and for today's discussion, we have Chapter 3, Salary Structure Decisions, Learning Outcomes. At the end of the chapter, the students will be able to define what is minimum wage, identify the factors affecting a salary structure, describe the development of a salary structure, distinguish the types of a salary structure, and practice the administration of a salary structure. Chapter Overview. This chapter discusses the development of a salary structure that is used by many organizations, not only in the Philippines but also across the globe. The chapter starts with a discussion on minimum wage, which is mandatory for organizations to follow. It is set by a decree, a wage board, or a labor court. Other than adherence to minimum wage, organizations develop their salary structure to attract competent applicants and to retain high-performing employees. In developing the salary structure, there are factors to consider. First, the organization's ability to pay, supply and demand of labor, prevailing market rate, living wage, and productivity. Additionally, the salary structure should also take note of these basic principles: internal equity, meritocracy, and competitiveness. Some organizations use these strategies to remain competitive in the market. Lag the market, lead lag the market, and lead the market. So yung tatlo na to, ang ginagamit ng iba't ibang organisasyon para ma-remain yung pagiging competitive sa market. And the one that highlight the salary structure is the pay grades. They put values to jobs evaluated and analyze in salary ranges. These pay grades are used depending on the type of a salary structure chosen by the organization. So, yung pay grade ay ginagamit siya depende kung ano yung napili mong salary structure kung ikaw yung nasa isang organization. They are graded pay structure, broadband, and job families pay structure. Overall, the administration of a salary structure should not be neglected. Organizations should manage it carefully and monitor and update it consistently. So, sinasabi dito na yung administrasyon ay huwag dapat maging pabaya, no? Ang isang organization ay dapat pamahalaan ito ng mahusay na monitor, and syempre, kailangan hindi pa bago-bago, updated palagi.
Minimum wages. It is the least possible amount of a compensation that an organization or employer is required to pay its employees for work performed for a particular period. DOLE and NWPC, they are tasked to implement the provisions for the Labor Code of the Philippines on labor law. Also, minimum wages differ in each region, kaya dito pumapasok yung mga provincial rate and Manila rate. Actually, the purpose of minimum wage is to protect workers against unduly low pay. Minimum wages can also be one element of a policy to overcome poverty and reduce inequality, including those men and women by promoting the rights to equal remuneration or payment for work of equal value.
Salary structures. It provides a framework to determine how employees are paid. Many organizations use salary structures to effectively implement a fair compensation program and ensure that the pay levels are competitive. Salary structures enable organizations to reward outstanding performance and enhance the skills of employees while monitoring the salary ranges for each job. A salary structure is defined as the hierarchy of jobs with corresponding salary ranges. Siyempre, kung ano yung trabaho mo, dun sila magbe-base ng sweldo mo. Diba? It also has a series of mid-ranges to give more opportunities to pay for salary increases. It should also allow pay increases that will determine promotion, career development, and merit pays without promotion. In a survey made year 2010 to 11 for North American companies, 72% have salary structures. As these companies increase in the number of employees, the more likely they are set up their own salary structures. In the Philippines, salary structures are determined by a lot of factors such as the nature of work, location, work hours, type of industry, and others.
I'm Shalini Robles from BAHR3A. My topic is all about factors affecting salary structures. Many organizations seek to remain competitive by developing sound wage policies and salary structures. The main objective of a salary structure is to provide fair compensation to employees. Another objective is to improve employee retention. If employees see that they are fairly rewarded for their efforts, they are more likely to stay in the organization. To do this, there are several factors to consider, namely, the organization's ability to pay, supply and demand of labor, prevailing market rate, living wage, and productivity. So, ang ibig sabihin, ang mga patakaran sa sahod ng iba't ibang organisasyon ay magkakaiba. Maraming organisasyon ang naghahangad na manatiling magkakompetensya sa pamamagitan ng pagbuo ng maayos na patakaran sa sahod. Layunin nito na magbigay ng patas na kabayaran sa mga empleyado. Layunin din nito na mapanatili at mapabuti ng empleyado. If nakikita ng empleyado na sila ay patas na ginagantipalaan para sa kanilang pagsisikap, maaaring mag-stay sila sa organization. Organization's ability to pay. A salary structure is decided upon by top management based on the organization's ability to pay the jobs. But to remain competitive, it really has to provide competitive salaries. The organization has to invest in its employees. Ang isang organization daw ay may kakayahang magbayad ng trabaho. Ito ang mabisang paraan parang objective nito ay mag-improve. Gaya nga ng mahusay at maraming produkto o serbisyong magagawa sa kaunting oras. Magiging masipag sila sa paggawa kasi nga may inaasahang bayad. Number 2. Supply and demand of labor. There are certain jobs that have hard to find skills. If the supply is low, there may be a need to raise this job to a higher level than the suggested to job evaluation. This kind of situation should be considered in developing salary structure. It means na may mga work na mahirap hanapin ng mga kasanayan. Example, market ng trabaho. Kung mataas ang demand para sa mga professional, isang particular na larangan ngunit mababa ang supply ng mga skilled worker. Malamang pag-aagawan ng mga kumpanya sa pagkuha ng pinakamahusay na talento at tataas ang sweldo. 3. Prevailing market rate. It is always necessary for the organization's salaries to conform to the industry players. Aside from being competitive, it allows for uniformity of salaries given, which helps in employee retention and loyalty. Ang ibig sabihin, laging kinakailangan sa mga sweldo ng organisasyon na umagri sa mga tauhan ng industriya. Aside from competitive nga sila, pinapayagan nito ang pakikipagpareho ng mga sweldo na binibigay para magstay at maging tapat ang mga empleyado. Therefore, living wage. The organization must see to it that aside from being competitive, the salary structure should also reflect the ability of the employees to provide for their personal and their family's needs. Ito yung dapat tiyakin ng organization. Dapat sumasalamin sa kakayahan ng mga empleyado base sa pangangailangan niya at ng pamilya niya. Hindi rin pwede na magbigay ng minimum wage, lalo na kung ito ay malaking organization. Number 5, productivity. To counter the argument of those who say that salary structures should not prioritize the fulfillment of personal needs, but on the performance of employees, productivity is another consideration. It measures the employee's contribution to the organization. So, sabi dito, sinusukat nitong contribution ng mga empleyado sa organisasyon. Dito mapapabuti ang kanilang pagiging produktibo at pagganap. Nais ng mga empleyado na maramdaman na ang kanilang sipag ay kinikilala at meron silang mga pagkakataon na lumago at sumulong sa kanilang mga karera. Kaya deserve nila ang benepisyo upang mapanatili maging mahusay ng empleyado.
I will discuss about the salary structure. Job structures are developed through internal alignment of jobs. Through job evaluation and external alignment using market rate analysis. Chapter 2 thoroughly discussed the development of job structures. Moving further, developing salary structure starts with pricing the job structures. Atchison, Belcher, and Thompson 2013. So what is developing the salary structure? It is the best practice for creating an effective salary structure by conducting a thorough job analysis to determine the required skills, knowledge, and experience of each position. Determine the relative value of each role within the organization based on its level of responsibility, scope of duties, and market demand. In this part, based on Atchison et al. 2013, there are several factors to consider in developing the salary structure, which is the first, organization ability to pay, meaning companies that have good sales and therefore high profits tend to pay higher wages than those which are running at loss or earning low profits because of the high cost or low sales. Second, supply and demand of labor. It is determined in the labor market. The participants in the labor market are work firms. Workers supply labor to firm and in exchange for wages. Firms demand labor from workers in exchange for wages. Third, prevailing market rate. Prevailing market rate is also known as company wage or going wage rate. This criterion is most popular. In this, compensation paid by organization depends on compensation paid by other organization of same industry. And fourth, living wage. Or according to this criterion, this compensation paid to employees should be such that the employee can maintain a reasonable level of living standard for himself and his family. And lastly, productivity. Productivity, wages can be related to productivity of workers as it is done. In piece wage system, the compensation is paid on the basis of work done by the worker. And Atchison et al. 2013, it says that all of that, several factors are important to come up with a highly credible salary structure. In taking note of these factors, there is now a need to place a peso value to the jobs in the jobs structures. The value can be found in the current salaries of the job holders. However, the value may be too high if this will be given to employees who have just started or recently hired. Because of the salaries of the incumbents are matched with the number of years they have been in the organization.
Hi, I'm Bianime Gershap from Bahr 3A, and this is the principle on designing pay structure. There are several steps to designing pay structure. There is internal equity, meritocracy, competitiveness, and return on investment. And let's focus about return of investment. In developing the salary structure, the organization should foresee how the pay rates can drive success for the entire organization. This means that the rates can attract high-performing individuals and retain them as well. Essentially, the significance in the achievement of the organization goals and objectives. ROI or return of investment measures the amount of return on an investment cost. It is used as a part of analytics and serves as a benchmark for shaping marketing strategies for the future. This enables you to determine that marketing tactics are working and what areas can be improved. And based on Atchison et al. 2013, another consideration is to see whether or not is a need to adjust the rate based on the changes in the environment such as inflation rate and other economic concerns that may affect the organization's ability to pay, productivity, and the like. Also, the salary structure should update its effective date by a certain percentage determined by organizations. The percentage is a constant figure to reflect changes that may occur while the salary structure is being made. And based on Milkovich et al. 2013, in the process of making the organization competitive as shown by its salary structure, there are three strategies to choose from: lag the market, lead, lag the market.
I'm Rain Santiago from Group 2. Lag the market refers to lagging the market. It is the setting of employee salaries below the industry or market average. While it may cut costs initially, it often results in the difficulties retaining and recruiting skilled employees due to competitive compensation, which can hinder long-term organizational growth and success. Lead-lag the market. Leading the market entails offering salaries above competitors to attract and retain top talent, while lagging the market involves providing lower compensation, potentially hindering talent retention and recruitment. These strategies significantly influence an organization's ability to maintain a skilled and motivated workforce. Lead the market. In salary structure refers to the practice and providing compensation packages that outshine competitors in the same industry. This approach is aimed at enticing and retaining skilled employees by offering more appealing and competitive pay and benefits.
Hello everyone, my name is Edwards Castillo and I will be reporting pay grades. Pay grades complete the salary structure. It is impossible for an organization to deal with so many job grades. This is especially true for large organizations with hundreds of jobs. Grouping the jobs into grades in the hierarchy will be easier to manage and will save more time and effort for those in charge of developing the salary structure. Grade is defined as a group of jobs which have been determined by any of the job evaluation method and approximates the group level of difficulty and important. When the point factor method is used, the pay grade falls within a range of points. While in the factor comparison, there is a range of evaluated grades. For the ranking method, there are a number of ranks and for job classification. Jobs are described in levels. Jobs of the same value will be in the same pay grade. This ensures that jobs are grouped based on their worth in the organization. However, the pay grade should not only fit in the organization but the labor market as well. Normally, the salary range is largest for top management or executive level positions because the organization should exercise certain flexibility for this position. One thing, their decisions have a great impact on the organization, profitability and performance. On the other hand, lower level position has the narrowest salary range. Pay grades. Ito po ang eksaktong kabayaran pera na binabayad ng kumpanya sa kanyang mga empleyado. Ginagamit ito upang matukoy yung buwanang kita ng mga empleyado. Nagtatala din po ito ng partikular na numero sa bawat klase ng trabaho. Ang grado po ng sweldo ay nakabatay sa antas ng kahirapan at hanay ng mga responsibilidad na nauugnay sa isang posisyon. Ang mas mataas po na bilang ay nagpapahiwatig ng komplikadong mga tungkulin na may malawak na responsibilidad. Dahil po doon, mas mataas ang tatanggap na sweldo ng nasa taas na posisyon kumpara sa mas mababang posisyon.
Three types of salary structure. There are three most common types of salary structure: graded pay structure, broadband, and job family structure. First, graded pay structure. This involves creating an hierarchy of job grades, each with its corresponding salary range. It can be either narrow with many grades and narrower by pay ranges, or broad with fewer grades and wider pay ranges. Ito ay nakabase sa performance, experience, and job position ng isang tao. Broadband. It is usually adopted by organizations that respond to an environment by changing business conditions. It aims to reward performance more on salary progression and career development, but without promotion. This is because the wide range spreads the midpoint, which tend to flatten the hierarchy. Ang broadband, meron kang matatanggap na reward sa trabaho kung ano yung nagagawa mo, ngunit hindi nila ito kinoconsider na promotion. Job family structure. In this pay structure, there is a separate pay grade for each job family. A job family consists of related similar job titles which level the progress through tasks, activities, skills, and competencies. Pare-pareha sila ng trabaho ang bawat isa, ngunit magkakaiba ng sahod na matatanggap Dahil ang job structure bumabase sa kung paano ka nagtrabaho o paano mo nagagawa ang trabaho mo at dito na rin pumapasok yung promotion.
I am Cherry Ann Hudson. So, in the types of salary structure, aalamin naman natin kung ano ang broad banding. So, broad band, it is similar to a graded structure but with a few bands of 5 to 6 and a wide pay range of 50% to 80%. It is collapsed the pay grades into a fewer bands. So, it is usually adapted by organization that respond to an environment with changing business condition. It is aimed to reward performance more on salary progression and also the career development but without promotion. So this is because of the wide range spread and midpoint which tend to flatten the hierarchy. And also broad banding is a structure of the payout for evaluating and estimating the salary of the people working along with the company. We should not compare the broad banding system with the traditional payout structure, where the people are paid according to the designation or position in a company. So in contrast, broad banding is a structure that depends upon the skills and roles of an individual in a company and how much they have contributed to the company growth. So therefore, broad banding is considered more flexible payout structure than other traditional structure. So in setting up the pay structure, according to the board system, help encourage the employees to work more efficiently and also effectively for the company as they get paid for their skills and also development strategies. So the basic principle of the broad banding pay system is to keep a limited number of jobs and also the smaller number of higher salary in a payout. So in contrast to the traditional structure where there are many jobs with different post level with low salary ranges.
My name is Christine Hora. My assigned topic for today is job family structure. In this pay structure, there is a separate pay grade for each job family. A job family consists of related or similar job titles with level that's progressed through tasks, activities, skills, and competencies. This salary structure can cause conflict among employees because of the perceived divisions of job and salary. Additionally, it is hard to maintain because of the different job families that an organization should manage. However, it clearly differentiates pay based on the job done. Moreover, it provides a better set or criteria to promote employees. This passage explains the concept of a job family structure in this compensation system. Separate pay grades for each job family. So dito, nasa isa kayong field ng trabaho pero magkakaiba kayo ng position or nasasabi natin na nasa isa kayong workplace, ang tawag doon ay job family. Pero, ang sweldo na nakukuha nyo ay magkakaiba dahil sa posisyon nyo na nakadesignated sa inyo. Progressions within job families. Dito naman, example ay nagtatrabaho ka, hindi pwede na lahat kayo nasa same position dahil paano uunlad or mag-run ang isang business or organization kung hindi ka nakalagay sa posisyon na naaayon sa kakayahan mo. At yung skills natin na kadalasang nagbibigay ng posisyon sa isang trabaho and yung experience na nararanasan natin, yun yung mag-move up sa atin para maging better pa tayo at mag-improve pa sa mas kaya pa natin gawin. Conflict potential. Possible na may idea na tayo about dito. And yung may mga work experience na dyan na hindi maiwasan na magkumpara ng sweldo ng mga empleyado. Syempre, sino ba naman yung gusto na mababa yung sweldo mo? Pero may nakakatanggap talaga ng mataas na sweldo kaya nagkakaroon ng conflict kadalasan ang mga empleyado. Management complicity. Sa isang administration, kung mas mataas ang posisyon mo, mas madami or mas complicated yung mga tasks na ibibigay sa'yo. Dahil sa posisyon at skills na kaya mo, kaya mataas ang sweldo mo. Dahil mataas ang posisyon mo, it depends pa din kung paano mo i-handle o tatapusin yung work na need mo nang tapusin. Clear pay differentiation. Tulad yan sinabi ko kanina, nakadepende yung sweldo mo sa skills at flexibility mo sa isang trabaho. Dahil binabayaran ka ng company dahil sa kakayahan mo or kung gaano kalaki ang naitutulong mo sa isang company. Promotion criteria. Siguro naman ay lahat ng empleyado ay gustong ma-promote ng mas mataas ng posisyon, di ba? Nangyayari lamang ito kung nakikitaan ka ng kahusayan or nakikitaan ka na nag-excel ka talaga sa trabaho. Below is the example of job family marketing function. It has own pay level based on hierarchy of marketing positions, with the marketing assistant or coordinator as the lowest and the marketing director as the highest. In this example, Level 5 Marketing Director represent the highest ranking positions within the market job families. Level 4 Marketing Manager is a position that is one step below the director but still holds a significant management role. Level 3 Advertising Supervisor and Social Media Supervisor are positioned at the third level, likely involve supervisions and a specialized responsibility within the market. Level 2 Digital Media Specialist and Marketing Research Analyst are positions at the second level, indicating specialized roles within the market that required specific skills. Level 1 Marketing Assistant, Marketing Coordinator, and Social Media Coordinator are at the entry level with the marketing job family. This position typically involve more basic tasks and may serve as starting point for individuals in their market career. Overall, ang hierarchy at pay structure sa job family ay nakatutulong para mailagay sila sa tamang posisyon na fit sa skills and knowledge nila, and mani-distinguish natin sila based sa position nila kung paano sila mababayaran through their output. Managing the salary structure. The salary structure should reflect fairness of salary to all employees and competitiveness in the labor market in considering all the guidelines and factors for us well-developed salary structure. The organization should set aside a budget to properly implement the salary structure. Management support is very needed in this endeavor. Upon implementation, the salary structure should be consistently monitored and updated when necessary. In monitoring, the management should be also ensure that jobs are performed based on the job descriptions. Any change in the job content should be advised and processed accordingly. Job descriptions should have validity period so that job can be evaluated when needed. Salary structure management is a criteria part of human resource management in organization. Dito nakapaloob yung mga nangyayari sa loob ng isang organization. At may pagkakapantay-pantay na pagbibigay ng tamang compensation at treatment at pagiging competitive sa isang organization. The overall goals of salary structure, fairness, and competitiveness. Ang main goal ng salary structure ay magkaroon ng pantay-pantay na pagbibigay ng salary sa bawat empleyado ayon sa skills na ibinibigay nila sa company at patuloy nagbabahagi ng mga empleyado dahil sa qualifications na tinatanging nila. Funding the implementations of the salary structure. Ang pagkakaroon ng fund sa isang organizations ay kinakailangan para makatulong sa pagtaas ng sweldo, pagbibigay ng bonus, at upang may mapagkuhanan kapag may mga hindi inaasahang pangyayari. The primary purpose of seeking management support, hindi pwedeng mawala ang suporta ng management sa anumang kailanganan ng organizations sa lahat ng antas upang ma-secure ang pantay na compensations sa bawat empleyado. The main purpose of monitoring and updating the salary structure. Ang pag-monitor sa isang organizations ay hindi pwedeng mawala dahil malalaman natin kung nagagawa ba ng tama ang kanilang mga trabaho at pag-update sa salary structure. Halimbawa, kung tataas ba ang sweldo at kung may mga problema nangyayari, nasusolusyonan agad because of the continuous monitoring. Job description. Importante na alam mo kung saan nararapat na posisyon ng skills na kaya mong gawin upang maging maayos ang flow ng organization dahil napagtutuunan ng mabuti ang trabaho because your skill and nagdudulot ito ng pagbibigay ng pantay na salaries. The validity period for job descriptions, ang pagsiguro na ang mga skills ng mga empleyado sa iyong company ay kailangan pa din sa panahon ngayon upang hindi nasasayang ang inilalaan na oras para makabuo ng isang proyekto. Mahirap na pag-i-invest tayo sa isang skilled worker na hindi pala nag-generate ng income for our business. And that's all. Thank you.